Do you like music? Do you like really good music? Do you like the best music in the whole galaxy? Then you're gonna love K-GOTG. We have the perfect soundtrack for your next great adventure with your best friends. Listen now. K-GOTG, playing all the hits across the galaxy. You're listening to K-GOTG, playing all the hits across the galaxy. Well, hello out there to everybody tuning in wherever you may be. I just took a gander at the old multi-calendar, and it looks like today is the official beginning of festival season all across the galaxy. That's right, this is not a drill. Festival season is upon us, and it's shaping up to be one for the books. You can expect good tunes, great vibes, and a whole lot of memories that will last a lifetime. You know, if you can remember any of them. I hope this radio transmission finds you and your crew of righteous friends in tip-top shape as you cruise on down life's highway to your next great adventure. Now I know what you're thinking. This journey could use a soundtrack. Don't you fret, my pets. I've got you covered. I've got stacks of wax from a little place I like to call Earth. So don't touch that dial, because once we get this party started, you're going to be hooked on this feeling. Oh, yeah. That was Mr. Bruce Springsteen, better known to you all as The Boss, with a little track called Badlands. We've got a caller on the line with one thing that I know you hate more than your boss, traffic.
Yeah, hey there. First time, long time. I've got a bone to pick about traffic in outer space.
Pick away, my friend.
Well, how does it exist? I mean, we've got the whole galaxy here, and it's infinite, and it's always expanding. So, like, how is there any traffic anywhere?
Because there's someone in front of you?
Right, but they should just, go somewhere else. I'm serious, dude. This stuff really doesn't make sense.
So what do you think we should do about it?
Excuse me?
I'm asking you how you think we should solve traffic in the galaxy since you've got such strong opinions on the matter.
I don't really have any solutions. I'm just here to complain.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I've always said that what this galaxy needs more of is people complaining about a problem with no intention of ever solving it. Happy festival season to you.
Yeah, if I ever make it there.
Thank you so much for that insightful call. If you're out there stuck in traffic, don't let it get you down. Nothing lasts forever. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure this is the day your life will surely change. Something's always bugged me about that song. How can his life, love, and lady be the sea? Don't all those words start with L? Here's some more letters to chew on. K-GOTG. You might want to get a little closer to the speakers for this next one. You're listening to K-GOTG. That was Jay and the Americans asking you to come just a little bit closer. We've got a caller on the line who does not want their friends to get closer at all. As a matter of fact, it sounds like they'd prefer it if their friends got far, far away.
Howdy. My friend group is just so boring. I mean, we hardly ever go on intergalactic adventures, and we've only saved the galaxy and existence as we know it maybe twice. What do you think I should do about it?
First off, I'm going to agree with you that those are some embarrassing numbers. You might want to keep that kind of information to yourself in the future. Second, maybe it's time to make new friends.
You really think so?
Sure. Why not? And you know a great place to meet your next best buddies? A music festival.
Huh. That's not a bad idea.
You're wrong. It's not a bad idea. It's an amazing idea. Festivals are great because just like a good book club, everybody's on the same page. You know, there's nothing better than being in an environment with like-minded individuals.
Thanks. And keep those great songs coming. You guys are the best.
Can do, my amigo. Coming up next, I've got a track that's all about like-minded individuals. Turn it up if you've got half a brain. This is Rupert Holmes. K-GOTG. Come with us and escape. There are plenty of love songs out there. How about a song about not being in love? That's what we've got next here on K-GOTG. K-GOTG. Our songs go to 11. You're listening to K-GOTG, where rock stars rock the stars. I've got some hot tips on some new acts you should check out. The first band is a little group called Pelvic Sorcery. These guys are the real deal, I tell you. I haven't been this excited about a new group in a minute. And with a name like that, it's only a matter of time before they're headliners. I mean, who doesn't want to see Pelvic Sorcery in huge letters at the top of a poster? Next up is my guaranteed lock for a good time at any festival. They're a trio called Those Who Dance. And folks, it's not just a clever name. I challenge anyone to check out a set from these three and not tap your toe. They've got rhythm, funk, soul, drums, bass, and a 10-minute xylophone solo that will rock your socks right off. Those Who Dance. You heard it here first. Oh, look at that. We've got a caller on the line who's a fan of Pelvic Sorcery. Caller, hello.
Yeah, I actually called in to say that Pelvic Sorcery is terrible.
Excuse me? I must have not heard you right.
You must have not heard Pelvic Sorcery right. I saw them live, and the way these guys played was amateur hour. I mean, it's like they just got their instruments. Do you even realize how foolish you sound recommending them?
And do you realize I just hung up on you? Thanks so much for that call. Oh, you might want to get your tongue checked by a doctor because you've got a total lack of taste. Coming up next, we've got the Flaming Lips right here on K-GOTG. This next tune is for all the lovers out there with your eye on someone special. You know who you want. Go and get them. Come and get that love. Welcome back to K-GOTG, the station with more rock and less talk. But you know, still a little talk. That was Sam Cooke with Bring It On Home. And speaking of bringing it home, let's take a caller who's currently visiting the singer's home planet, Earth.
Wow, I can't believe I got through.
Believe it, friend. What's the latest and greatest on Terra?
So I'm visiting Earth to pick up some new threads for festival season, specifically a place called Palm Springs.
Never been. What's it like?
Well, it's kind of like being taken over by giant metal robot aliens with spinning blades, so I'm not sure how much shopping I'll get to do.
Wow, that sounds pretty scary.
You know, weirdly enough, these invaders are just kind of standing there on the side of the freeway, a lot like the dinosaurs I saw when I was landing my ship.
Dinosaurs and metal giant robots with spinning blades. It sounds like there's a real party going on in the Palm Springs. But we've got a party right here in our studio on Nowhere, and it's explosive. Next up, we've got Cherry Bomb by the Runaways, only on K-GOTG. K-GOTG, the greatest tunes in the galaxy. It's that time of year again when people are most definitely fooling around and falling in love. In that order. Now I know it's fun to spend 3 sun cycles in a row dancing in a sweaty tent with strangers spending money you don't have. I was young once too. I get it. But maybe take a few minutes out of your wild and crazy weekend to reach out and call your parents. I'm sure they'd love to hear your voice and learn all about the great life choices you've been making. Here's a little tune all about reconnecting with your old man. Hey, is someone chopping onions in here? I'm feeling the waterworks already. This is Father and Son coming to you live from Nowhere on K-GOTG. What do you do when the tunes are just too good to resist? The only thing you can do, surrender.
K-GOTG.
Playing all the hits across the galaxy.
That was The Chain by Fleetwood Mac, a classic song written by a room full of friends who actually hated each other. Hopefully that's not something you're experiencing now as you and your crew make your way to the festival of your choice. Here's a caller who has a few tips for intergalactic festival season that will set you up for an out-of-this-world weekend.
Okay, so I'm somewhat of a festival expert, and I want to share my knowledge with the galaxy.
How gracious of you. What do you got?
Well, the most important thing to remember is no sudden movements. You leave civilization behind when you walk to the entrance of a festival. You're in the jungle now. The only rule? There are no rules.
No rules except the one rule. Got it.
Oh. Also, drink water. Lots of water. Like, way more than you think is necessary. That way, if anyone gets stung by a jellyfish, you'll be there and ready to help.
How often do people get stung by jellyfish at festivals?
Oh, all the time. The media just doesn't report on it, for reasons.
Right. Anything else?
Yeah, have fun and try your best.
Good advice, no matter what you're up to. Thanks, caller. With tips like those, I'm sure people call you Mr. Smart Guy. Now let's hear from Mr. Blue Sky by ELO. Coming at you right here on K-GOTG, your soundtrack for the first day of festival season all across the galaxy. We've got something real special for you coming up next. I mean it. Why? Because we care. Like, a lot. That was Rainbow with Since You've Been Gone, a stone cold classic. We've got someone on the line with a special request. Let's try to make it happen.
Hey, loving the show. I was just wondering if you could play that song.
Yeah, sure. Which one? Not sure if you're aware, but there's actually a whole lot of songs out there to pick from.
It's a really good song. Does that narrow it down?
Not particularly.
Sorry, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's the one with the person who sings the words. You know what I'm talking about?
I promise you, I do not.
This is so frustrating.
Tell me about it.
Oh, it has this one part where the guitar's doing this guitar stuff.
Right.
Oh, and there's a verse followed by a chorus.
Fascinating. Look, as much as I'd love to do this dance with you all day, we've got to get back to the music. I'm sure you'll remember the song and you can call back when you do. But in the meantime...
Dude, that's it! In the Meantime by Space Hog. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Space Hog, right here on K-GOTG. Remember when music used to really say something? Yeah, me neither. K-GOTG. Pump up these jams. I'm not sure what a wham bam shang-a-lang is. I just know I don't want to live in a universe without this next track. Turn it up. You're tuned in to K-GOTG. You're rocking out with K-GOTG. At least I hope you are. We've got a caller on the line with a very special request. Caller, hello.
Hey there, K-GOTG. This show has been amazing so far, but I think it's missing something.
And I suppose you're going to tell me what the missing ingredient is to kick things up a notch?
Yeah, look, it's festival season. That means time to party. So how about a dance party? I've literally got my dancing boots on. They're covered in glitter and sequins. And I'm ready to wiggle. So how about you help a space cowgirl out?
Now you're talking my language. One dance party coming right up. This next one is called Guardians Inferno from the Sneepers. If this doesn't get you wiggling your behind and shuffling your shoes, nothing will. K-GOTG. Don't say we never gave you anything. We interrupt the incredible music for a little weather update. But seeing as how we broadcast all over the galaxy, I simply do not have the time to cover everywhere. So I'll just ask the computer to pick a place at random and let you know what the weather is like. Computer, do your thing. Let's see here. The computer has chosen Antarctica on planet Earth. And it looks like the weather today is going to be cold. So bundle up if that's where you are. And if the weather isn't so hot where you find yourself, don't worry. Because if there's one thing I know, it's that it's going to get brighter before you know it. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the 5 stair steps. When you've got the right group of pals, there's no mountain you can't climb. Don't ever forget it. Thanks for rocking out with us today on K-GOTG. I'm signing off for now, but I'll be back before you know it. Hey, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. In the meantime, I'd like to leave you with these words as you prepare to embark on yet another wild and crazy journey with the crew you can't live without. Nothing lasts forever, the good times or the bad. And don't take your dear friends for granted, because they might not always be there. So say what's on your mind and have a real good time. Now here's a favorite of mine from the original Star-Lord, Mr. David Bowie. I don't know what planet he was originally from, but I'm glad they let Earth borrow him for a while. Now, it's time to face the music.